Rent growth is stabilizing at 2.6%, and vacancy rates are declining to 4.9%, which is also important. However, there is some regional variance with the Midwest outperforming while some Sunbelt markets, think about places from the Carolinas through Texas and Arizona as an example, Nevada. Some of these Sunbelt markets face temporary oversupply challenges. As I mentioned, those are some of the key places where the demand for housing has been substantial, continues to be over the past several years. But because the money and high development went into those areas, we saw a lot situation where there was some oversupply. And so that again is causing a lot of competition, and people need to be mindful of those things and how that's impacting their investment. But now a lot of this is changing as those units are being absorbed. n- With no new supply coming online in the near future for a while, given the cost of that debt that we talked about with higher interest rates, and given the cost of now materials when it comes to the inflation, or excuse me, the tariffs that are being applied to materials that are required to develop new construction. So for many development deals, there's not a lot of opportunity there, or if there is, they really have to be creative in terms of how these deals, anything new gets funded. And so despite capital market headwinds, investor confidence remains strong, with multifamily continuing to be a top asset class. Because again, a lot of other moving parts are speculative. We need to be thinking about asset classes, what makes sense. Does it, when we think about this marketplace, what about retail? If retailers are going to be impacted by tariffs potentially, is that a good space to be in? Industrial. If imports are slowing down because a result of these policy changes that we have, and industrial parks are not being able to generate the revenue that they projected, how does that impact things? So these are really important considerations, and the list goes on. But my point, we really want to be thoughtful about how we approach these things.